Shout out to the 0 people watching. Shout out to the 0 people here. Shout out to the 0 people watching. It is $5 sushi day at Publix. That means it's Wednesday. Wednesday. Shout out to $5 Publix sushi, which is, in my opinion, horrible, but it's only $5. Can't go wrong with $5 Publix sushi. Today we're going to shave, right? Shave time, boring time, but we're going to talk about some fragrances that I'm going to wear. I'm totally blown away by this new soap called Evil Gummy by Hoffman's. Okay, Hoffman's, I never heard of them, but it has the note of cannabis. And what cannabis is a nice word for marijuana. Moose! What's up, Moose? So cannabis is a nice word for marijuana. All right, let me show. Wait, my new Van Halen is not showing off. Anyway, let's go. So I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression with this stuff. It smells like cannabis. Some people may say weed, right? Smells absolutely better than you could think. Now, I shaved with this. I could smell the cannabis for the next 24 hours just from the soap, not even the aftershave. And my face was very like soft and like smooth for like 24 hours. Like there was a little film on there too. You know, just be aware of that. It was a little oily, but it wasn't like, I don't touch my face. Never touch your face. If you touch your face, you'll get pimples. And we're going to finish it up with some Aqua Pour Home. Don't get the flankers. Get the original. I've tried them all, and this one is my favorite. The original is the best. It opens up with a seaweed note, and it dries down to this nice, comfortable, masculine amber. Much more than that, though. Much more than that. And, you know, the bottle is kind of, oh, man, it's such a good smell, man. It's such a good smell. Like, if you're not into colognes and you buy Bulgari Aqua Pour Home, which was the #1 seller on Amazon for a long time, you're in for a treat. Like, you don't really have to be into colognes. You could just have, OG Aqua Pour Home is the best. And we're going to be using this brush that I still have to work in, and it's perfect. Well, I did have 0 people. I have 15 people in the chat! Sweet, but shout out to Trill Noel. We'll make that a topic. Trill Noel. Some people have claimed he uses candle wax in his fragrances, or candle perfume. I mean, the guy's a trip. And I could say this because it doesn't really affect his business. Nautica Voyage, best kept secret. Nah, it ain't a secret. So there's this guy on TikTok. And he came in there, and I could tell he was a con artist from the first second he opened his mouth. And people actually bought his fragrances, right? But with fragrances, you have to use like fragrance oil, and it has to be passed by this governmental agency called IFRA with the regulations. So one guy actually put it on his skin, and it bubbled up like right away. And, you know, Trill say, no, you got it from somebody else. And so be sure, get your fragrances from bestbrandsperfume.com or makingsense.net. He creates his own fragrances, Harmony. These nuts. What's up, AM? How you doing? Short shout out to yeah. So I knew the guy was full of it from the first second, and then he gave some big sob story. Anybody that gives you a sob story when you first meet them, most likely they're full of it. You know, if you ever meet somebody and they're like, "Oh man, you know, my wife has cancer," and I mean, his wife could have cancer, but I'm not saying he said that. But if somebody opens up with "my wife has cancer," it's like they're looking for a handout. They're looking for money. Can you say happy birthday to my friend Mike Oxmall? Yeah, I do have a spaghetti. The whole story. I do have a spaghetti. You know, like I don't want to get too nasty, but there's been complaints. You know, spaghetti stick. Not really, but it's funny. I got the joke from Deuce Bigelow, right? From the police officer. It's like he says, my it's not small, it's not small, it's thin. I have a thin dick. Okay, that's a little too much, but like that was the best line in Deuce Bigelow, American Gigolo, right? No, but everybody just like people. The guy used to be a rapper or a singer, I think. He said he was a famous in Mongolia. He was a throat singer. I don't know, right? So yeah, Deuce Bigelow was dude. Deuce Bigelow was an underrated gem of a movie. If you haven't seen it, it's a classic. But that was the best line in the whole movie. I have a thin dick. Well, you know, people have small ones. No, it's not small. It's thin, dude. I've never laughed so hard. You know, that was the best line in the whole movie. Rob Schneider is a conservative. That's probably why I like him. Yeah. Hello, Fernando. So let me just like dunk this brush in hot water. Yeah. What's another good movie that is a classic? That one is just like that's like my favorite comedy. Uh, I wasn't a big fan of Adam Sandler. Anybody a fan of Adam Sandler? I wasn't a fan of his. I didn't think he was that funny. Um, what's it? Ben Stiller. What do you think of Ben Stiller? Was Ben Stiller funny? Yeah, Ben Stiller. It was kind of a weird funny, but he was no Rob Schneider. Bracket man today can't find a bottle, but have a 15 ml decant. This stuff smells good, man. This guy really knocked it out of the park. I hope he doesn't change his formula. But it's $23. You know, it's worth it. I was a little skeptical, to be honest. I was like, $23. What if it's a letdown? It's a letdown. It'll be a waste of money. But it ended up being a really like a quality soap because I'm using a brush that's not even worked in. And I cut myself yesterday and the blood started coming out. But luckily I have those cauterizing sticks, the rash. So yeah, I had to burn my finger because I cut it a little. So because the you know what a cauterizing stick is? It's like You put it on there. When people take blood thinners, their blood could just keep going and going and going and going. So I'm going to use my disposable razor today. My last shave, I actually used the DE, the whole shave, and got a pretty good shave, you know. Gotta get the mustache good. And then just coat it. The second pass, because I guess it's more wet, is better, right? And oh, let me show you something. I left a link for this. I have to cut some hairs off. Look, you want to see how? It's weird. It grows on the back part of the ear. It's like I have to get my bearings. But like here, let me show you like this big piece of hair. Works really well. And there's a link for it if you want to check it out. It's $20. And it comes with 3 attachments. It has the nose trimmer, the eyebrow trimmer, and the ear trimmer. It's well worth it. It's the number 2 best-selling one on Amazon. The number one is just a nose trimmer, and it's $14. But this is like, I don't know if you believe in brand names, but this is Philips Norelco. But like $6 extra it's a lot these days to a lot of people, man. I was watching this one guy. You ever watch this guy? He does fragrance reviews. His name, he does something called Mate Talk. I was watching him. He has 100,000 subscribers. Skanky, okay. You look cuter with a beard. Oh, okay. Look, his perfumes give people a rash. Yeah, that's not funny, man. That's serious stuff. Now, Alexandria fragrances used to give me a rash too in the beginning. And I actually spoke with Hani Hafez about it. And he says, try another one. I'll give it to you for free. I think it was that Hawaii volcano intense. Everybody was, there was like back in 2019, people were talking about this Hawaii volcano intense. Oh, it's so good. Man, Dee Dee smelled it. She's like, oh my God, it's horrible. She came here with her sister and they walked outside. She says, oh my God. I guess it's supposed to be a Virgin Island water cologne, but it's so horrible. Well, the guy is a chemist. I tried a good number of fragrances. I like one or two. I think Joey was making fun of him. Well, yeah. He deserves being made fun of. That's like me becoming a perfumer. I don't know. Would you buy a fragrance if I became a perfumer? I just give them away for free. There's no way anybody would give me money for a fragrance I would make. Because I don't know how to make fragrances. Yeah, they're saying he only has 3 years experience. But where's my trimmer? I'm not good at trimming. I'll let my I'll let my I'll let my hairstylist do it. I used to give myself I have like a like a haircut kit, and I gave myself pretty decent haircuts. But like, when you go out and everybody has a really clean haircut, you're like, oh man, I need a better haircut. Like I give myself a decent haircut. See, the second pass is better. Ultimate Prime, how you doing, man? Fernando, I haven't seen Ultimate Prime for a long time. Too much water. This stuff smells amazing. Like, I know you guys are into fragrances. This stuff smells amazing. And like he says on his website, he has ADHD. And honestly, I trust somebody like that, He probably spent like 6 months on this one scent. And it came out really nice. Like, when I first thought about it, I was like, this guy, he probably doesn't know what he's doing, but I'm going to give it a try. Nobody reviews his stuff. Nobody buys his stuff. But I'm like, man, Hoffman's Evil Gummy. And you can see he put a lot of time and effort into the label. I'm like really impressed with his stuff, man. The next one I want to buy is like $45 by Ariana and Evans. And it's in like but I don't have money now. A glass, this is like plastic, right? So it comes in a glass container. I think it's 5 ounces. I'm looking forward to trying that. And I think there's oud in there, but it's like an oud barbershop. I think Peter Sharkalis wanted to put more oud, and so I don't know the exact story, but the barber from Italy or whatever is like, let me be in charge of making the scent. So I don't know. He's a popular guy in Venice or wherever he's from. I'm not sure. But like Peter Sharkalis has good sense from Ariana and Evans. I think Schwartz are helping Nima. He just reached 3K. Hell yeah. Nice. Schwartz always help. And I told Nima, I said, Nima, don't use those fancy fake thumbnails. You actually have the pretty girls in your videos. Because, like, Dan, we know Dan. You did Jeremy fragrances in every video, like, with a special guest appearance. But it's just Dan. So I said, make a genuine thumbnail with actual footage from the video. And so that's what he's doing now. Man, this stuff is slick as hell. They roasted him for saying polo blue green. Who cares? You're gonna mess up, man. This stuff is like, I'm serious. There's like a nice, comfortable, smooth film on my face. Not in a negative way. He's like, my collar was up and nobody told me. Like, dude, nobody makes a perfect video. We're not like professionals, We're gonna make mistakes. That's it. We're gonna make mistakes. This stuff is good. I'm telling you. You never tried a shave soap? Last year, pube shaving was being pushed hard on YouTube. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm not gonna show off that. You have to do that too. Pube shaving is a must. Um, Stuff is really, really good. If you've never tried a shave soap before, I think this should be like your first shave soap you try. Hi there, Big Mama. Hi there. And we're gonna finish up with an aftershave. Man, let's give my new brush. Show Josh your nose razor with a link. Okay. All right, we're here. It's a nose razor. It's an ear trimmer. It's the top link in the description. Yeah, I want to see the nose razor. Okay, so you see the hairs there? They're gone. All right. You see the hair there? They're gone. And yeah, I see some hairs on the other side. Let me see if I can get you a good view. Yeah, so works well, and also it comes with two more attachments, right? And you could actually do your let's do the nose, right? So it has like it's just like twist on. You have to find the front and just twist it on. And so now it turns into it's like a transformer nose hairs. And then you have another attachment where it's a eyebrow trimmer, and then you have the same trimmer, and you just go against the grain. It gets to like the really long ones good. I hate when those really long ones come out. When you get old, I get those really long ones. Oh, thank you, man, Am. Thank you, Am. I appreciate it. It's good, man. And let me finish it up with some aftershave. We'll just go with man. So many choices here. So many choices. They sell this on Amazon too. I don't have the link. Cognac and Cuban Cigars by Henriette Victoria. It's getting very high reviews. Like, I think like a 4.7 with maybe like 1,000 votes or whatever. It for some reason it smells like Zaharoff. It smells like a lot of. It smells very like 95% like Zaharoff tobacco. It's very good. But this guy, he's an attorney. He puts a lot of work into his stuff, and has good post shave feel properties, and it smells really good, man. Really good. I'm not saying like it is kind of the same quality. It's a really so if you're a fan of Zaharoff tobacco, it's very similar. Zaharoff tobacco is probably my favorite. I would say it's my favorite tobacco fragrance. I'm not the biggest fan of tobacco like Nima is, but the every in tobacco, if you stick to this kind of mainstream tobacco. I think Zaharoff tobacco has a little freshness in there too. This doesn't have the freshness. This smells like a freshly, like, when you're rolling a cigar, or when you go into those cigar shops, it smells like when you walk into that room, there's that special room back there called the humidor. You go into the humidor, it smells like exactly like that. But Zaharoff tobacco smells like that too. There's a freshness vibe with, like, Zaharoff tobacco, excellent tobacco fragrance. It has a warmness to it, but it also has a freshness to it. It's real weird. I have that aftershave in my shopping cart. Dude, it's good. It's very good. The Claude Pilon is from Canada. I met him, nicest guy in the world. I'm not sure if he's gay. I don't want to say that, but I think he could be, but he doesn't. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But he's the nicest guy in the world, and I, dude, I was blown away by his stuff at a shave show. Ken from Ken's BSing and Shaving was there. This is back in 2018, maybe 2017. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He makes good stuff. The other ones, there's some ones that are kind of like losers. Like, there's a Nautica one or something. I don't like that one. And then this one is like a guarantee you're gonna love it. When you get if you get this one, guarantee you're gonna love it. It's like probably his best, and his lime aftershave is really nice too. I think his Cuban, how do you say it? Cognac and Cuban cigars, Henrietta Victoria, and his lime aftershave are the two best. But he has like 7 or 8 other soaps, and I'm just not like, it's not a love, like this one is a love, this gummy bear one, it smells nothing like gummy bears, but if you like the note of cannabis, like marijuana, it's incredible. It is incredible. And you saw the shave soap, the way it's thick, so it, nice lather, nice glide. The post shave protection is good, and it's thick, so it has that density there. It's not light and airy. It's thick. Let's see, what else can I show off? Oh, so Christian doesn't have this yet. This is Oud Noir. He sold out. And like, if you ever watch one of Best Brands Perfumes live streams, he's always talking about this one. But, or actually the guests, what am I saying? The guests are always, hey, have you gotten it back in stock? He goes, no, I haven't gotten it back in stock. This is Green Irish Tweed, the best clone of Green Irish Tweed. Actually, in my opinion, smells better than Green Irish Tweed. We're going to scent ourselves up here, man. Very good. Ooh, very nice, man. Very nice. I'm not a fan of Green Irish Tweed. And this is his Silver Mountain Water clone. I left the link in the description, bestbrandsperfume.com. And this is kind of a very fresh kind of tea scent, but it's very fresh. It's the way I could describe it is very fresh. And I don't want to use the word soapy, but there's no other word. It doesn't really smell soapy, but it's hard to describe. It's just fresh, but like a beautiful burst of freshness. Very good. This is the best clone house out there, Arabiat. It's like a super chat. Oh yeah, if you buy from my link, it's like a super chat. No, it is. And then I wear some fragrances nobody else wears. Oops. And my friend Lauren Lita, she turned me on to this. And she says, "You're going to love this stuff." She goes, "Maybe I'll send you a bottle." And then she wanted the bottle back. She says, "I'll give you $100 for your bottle." I have 2 bottles now. And this is a great mint fragrance, mint leaves. So I got the other one because Eric bought one for himself because I was talking about it so much. And he says, "Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me." And I understand that, it's not for him. And so he sent it my way. And I'm like, damn, I love it. So I have 2 of these Comme des Garçons sherbet, peppermint sherbet. I like it. I love mint, playing mama and papa. But if you're not a fan of mint, you're not going to like it. And it's discontinued, so it's hard to find. But that's pretty much all. And yeah, man, make sure you give this play mama. I'm trying to I don't know the percentage you get from the total. It's not much, but it's something. But like yeah, it's a very little. Of course, they have to make their money, So it's very little, but still, it's something. The thing is, with the Amazon links, it's not really like one person buys it. If one person buys it, it's not much. But the thing is, the harder I push it, like there's been like 3 days where 10 people bought it, right? And so it was like $4, But you know, the thing is, people could watch it in the future and they'll maybe click it and help me out. But I'm trying to put a video out like every other day just to stay consistent. And that's what I told Nima. You got to stay consistent with YouTube. You got to keep it up. Once you stop, you get out of the algorithm. And then it's just like, because I got out of the algorithm and it was pretty much dead streams, and then I like this. The thing is, I enjoy streaming at 3 a.m., but it became weird. Like weird people were in there and they were like, "Hey, I'm 13. Is it okay if I could join your stream?" Like, I don't have an issue with it, but then it became a little weird, right? You know, the pedo hunters, you know what I'm saying? They try to set people up and it's like, no, I don't want to meet anyone. Last stream, somebody's like, "Oh, can you give me your Snapchat?" You don't give anybody your dude, don't even get on Snapchat. So with Snapchat, if you become friends with somebody, they could see they could pose as some beautiful woman, right? But once you like, I guess I've never done it. Once you become friends with them, they could see where you are at all times. So like they could see, "Oh shit, this guy's in California. Let's go rob him." You know? So it's not the it's kind of dangerous because they could see, you know. So don't do any Snapchat, you know. It's crazy, And I get phone calls like all day. I got a message. "Did you get home yet?" All they need for you to do is respond. No, you know. Well, who is this? You called me. I'm like, I'm not responding to that. And then they get a little more creative where they find these pictures of women online. I don't know why, but for some reason they're Asian. Kombucha time. You have to add them to your affiliate links. Yeah. Um, but like I don't know like if they're people I actually know that are trying to get my information or there's those bots. You've seen it on Facebook where they have like 100 phones in front of them and they're just dialing numbers and this and that. So that's a big business, those bots. So if somebody messages you and you don't know who they are, don't respond. Yeah, kombucha is only if like somebody uses Amazon Fresh. You seen that girl had kombucha bottle blow up? Nah, I haven't seen that one. I'm just kind of I don't think people understand how dangerous Kamala is, you know, and they're trying to paint her into this nice, sweet person, but once she gets power, dude, I've worked with principals with her personality, like divas, and they're dude. When they take power, she'll just sit there every day, eating big lunches, and you know, it's like it's for her. It's gonna be like a status thing, like I'm the president. You don't talk to me like that. It's you're gonna see a lot of attitude if she wins. It's gonna be people are just gonna be like, man, I made a mistake. I thought because she's a Democrat, see, you can't vote for that party. She's a Democrat. I thought she was like standing up for the common man, the common working man. I like your shirt. I want one. I'm planning a trip to Cancun, and at the end of the month, I think that will look cool in the beach. Yeah, Hard Daddy shirts. There's Hard Daddy. I don't have the link for this one, but maybe I'll send you the link. Love the cuddles crew impression. LOL. Try Conchita Pibble. Coach Cognita Pitbull. Did you watch the town hall? Yeah, it was pre-recorded. It was like her answers were horrible, but hold on, let me do the Kevin walk. But Sticks, let me tell you something. I've worked for principals like this, and she's just gonna be sitting at the she's gonna have big power lunches. She's not gonna, oh, Putin's on the phone. Oh, I don't care. Tell him to call back. It's like she's gonna have a little attitude, and she's gonna have a little thing like, I'm the president. How dare you talk to me like that? You're gonna see. People are gonna be like, damn, I should have voted for Trump. She doesn't seem like she's a nice person, and she seems. And I've had discussions with people on Twitter, and they said, "Oh, she was an attorney, and she was a state prosecutor, and she was a senator." I just She seems like the senator that I never saw, except a couple times. Like I've never seen her speak up. She's just kind of and people will take it the wrong way, but she seems lazy. She seems lazy. She seems very lazy, in fact. And I think when she becomes president, this the country is going to be so messed up, and she's not going to care anymore. She's going to be like, I don't care. She says, uh, Elon Musk has a responsibility. I'm like, no, he has freedom of speech. That is a right. That is in the Constitution. It's not about a privilege to have freedom of speech. And I see her being a dictator on day one, and it's going to be kind of ugly. And you know, MTG said we need. What should we focus on? Yeah, the save. It's called Save Act or something. Save Now Act, or it's about voting to make sure voters have a, a legitimate ID. Funny thing is, a few years ago, she was all for that. But now it's like they're all against voter ID. You need voter ID. And I think also uh, voters should have to write in, maybe mark it, but also write in so people can't duplicate. It needs to be a little tougher to cheat, like show an ID. But if you have a mail-in ballot, have them write in the person's name as well. And then you could see if there's a signature that looks the same on like 300 ballots, you know, you know it's fake. But it's like it's just so it's not secure. It's not very secure. And you know, we're betting our future on an election that's not secure. It's horrible, man. Ah, we you know, I'm seriously scared is if she wins because I worked in the public sector. And let me tell you, given the world, given yeah, I can't comment on that. Yeah, those effing communists like Lula, we're also screwed up. Yeah, it's serious stuff, man. It's serious stuff. Elon trying to prevent censorship. Yeah, censorship is horrible, man. It's like people can say whatever they want to say, and there's no responsibility, you know. But the thing is, Elon has community notes, so people could, if Elon posts something, people don't agree. Hey, community notes, perfect. And then people will say, yeah, I agree with it or I don't agree with it. Anyway, they're going to try to cheat. Oh, yeah, you know that. FriedCon, ShaveCon. All right, take care, everybody. Thank you for joining. Peace out. Have a good